Hey people, welcome to the channel, and here playing No Man's Sky, the game that blew up the entire space game genre, if we want to put it that way. And I want to talk about something that may not be as obvious especially for new players that got into this maybe a little bit more now, because of the new ships, because of the Corvettes, the ships with interiors and whatnot. So you may know about the traditional single-seater like the one I'm in right now, which I always like, even though we now have so many cool things to do with the Corvettes and ship interiors. I still like these quite a bit. It's agile, it's a fast way to get from point A to point B. We've heard this from Star Citizen a lot of, oh, it's a great spaceship to go from point A to point B. Well, yeah, I guess most of them are, right, if you're playing. But I want to remind people that there's these things too, right? There's the honest to God, true gigantic capital ships. And this is mine. It's nothing special because a lot of people do have them. I did spend a lot of hours to unlock an S-class Juggernaut, but I want to talk about this class in general, the freighter in general. And this one is mine with my fleet, which is still, after 200 hours and more, still badass. We have your own fleets, which you can send in missions and whatnot. Do remember that if you don't like the piratey look and whatnot, and you want to go with a more sci-fi look, there are other freighters like these. These are all NPC freighters, and you just see them arrive every once in a while. You can pirate them, so you can just engage in combat, defeat them, steal their cargo, which is flying next to them and whatnot. But remember that if you see any of these that you like, and some of these look like more, Star Warsy destroyers or Star Trekky like, whatever it is that you see and you like, you can land on it if you see the symbol like this, and you can have a nice little chat with the captain. So the way in which you first acquire a freighter is after a few hours of playing and jumping around. You will find yourself in a combat situation, and if you help the freighter that's being attacked, you'll be invited into the freighter, and the captain will say, you know what, I'm done with this life. You can keep the freighter if you want, and you get one for free. The first one is free, and then you can just do like what you see me doing here, which is, just land in it, go look around, see what you see if you like it, and yes, there's exterior and whatnot, and this is all customizable. You can customize this, so don't worry how it looks on the inside, right? This one is pretty lame. I've seen some that have a lot of stuff going on it. On the inside, they have like teleporters and a lot of stuff already installed. But you go inside, you have a conversation with the captain, right? You have a conversation with the captain, and he's gonna say, yeah, welcome friend, best cargo. Alright, I still need to unlock some of these things. Offer to buy a freighter, right? Now, I don't wanna buy this, because if I compare it with mine, there's really no comparison. Mine is an S-class, fully decked out. This one is, so no, decline. Totally, absolutely decline. Jesus Christ, no way. But the thing is this, you don't need to worry all that much about if it's an S-class or not. I can tell you it does not make a big difference. I mean, it does, at least in paper it does, but on all practical things, an A-class is probably going to be just as good. So, don't worry. Where's my ship? There it is. But my point is, you have these things, right? And if you want to have a nice, chill experience, just go flying around, find one of these things that you do like, find one of these things that you do like, and approach and see if you can buy it. And the same goes for putting together your fleets. You approach the ships of the fleet, and you can buy those too. And I think that's pretty cool. Let me show you mine in case you're wondering how it looks when you have like a nice setup here in your ship. So let's go here. And I see my Corvette there on this side. That's cool. It used to be a little bit glitchy. With the latest update, they fix it and it's already visible there. Right? So let me show you what it looks like when you have your... And this is... I mean, mine is kind of lame. You know, there's people that have made beautiful interiors. Mine is guess, okay enough, right? So you have this... You know, this... I don't know, like holographic map, and here you manage your ship itself. You can go you can fly it. Well, not fly, but you can command it, right, to go from one star system to the next. That much you can do easily enough, right, in terms of piloting the ship. Then you have an actual captain doing all of this stuff for you, but you can pilot it and jump around. It's actually... Well, let's actually do that. Let me show you what I mean by that. So, a system I've never been to before, right? Let's say I want to go here, check this place out, okay? I just mark it, and the entire fleet jumps along with me. I go with my capital ship, and all the other ships come along with me, you know? And that's pretty badass. It looks very good. Once you arrive, everyone just explodes into a new system, you know? And if you get close to the window, you hear that? That's all the other ships. Let me see if I hurry enough, you could probably see, it's kind of, they already did it. But if you run around quickly and you go to the outside, you know, if you run and you go like here, you can actually see all of the fleets arriving at the same time. So just bursting into... And already there's the... Dude, I could probably like fly into space now. But there it is. You see some of the ships of mine? They're already here. And if you hurry, you see them just explode into jumping out of hyperspace. So I have a little room here, and there's a modifier if you want to change the way you look, your appearance modifier. All of this is so seamless. Multi-tool storage. This is storage for everything here, and this is the NPC crew. The beauty that I constantly like about this. Here's how you manage your expeditions. You know, not your expeditions. Well, I think they are expeditions called. You send your fleet on missions, right? And that's part of the RPG. I haven't developed this much, and here I have a ladder going nowhere. That's something I need to work on. But in terms of a teleporter to go pretty much anywhere you want to go that you already have a base or stations, trading, selling stuff, you don't even have to go to a station, you do it here. And the cool thing is this one right here, active planetary probe. So doing this, it already tells me what I found. For example, this looks pretty badass, this looks pretty cool. Flourishing planet, right? Euro-tipping planet, no idea what that means. Tropical planet, okay, that's something worth visiting. Frozen planet, all of these look quite promising. Nuclear planet, arid planet, more of a desert. I just jumped randomly into a place, right, that discovered today by me. This was my discovery. No one has ever been here before, and it's going to stay that way, you know. So you're looking already into something that this is exploration, guys. This is exploration. But for people that are now loving the Corvettes, this is the place that I feel more like home. I have a proper home, and I can do this. Like, I can show you instantly my home in the game, right? Let me show you my home in the game. It's anyway, I can jump later and whatnot. You've seen it probably in other videos. And it can jump back to a ship. But this, with the NPC crew, is where you don't feel alone, right? You have NPC crew walking around. There's mission givers, part of your NPC crew, which is kind of cool too. You can incorporate people to your crew, right, from different places. You can have this guy here plan your and dispatch your expeditions, which is always fun. Expeditions like this. But my point here is, this is for me, this is the real capital ship, and this for me is home in No Man's Sky. I have my little beach house which I visit often and I like, but this feels like home. All right, guys, that's gonna be all for now. Take care. Have a great day.